I hope you guys are able to hear me well. I don't really know, but hey, it's Brenirk. You know, the guy who runs the channel and makes mods and stuff like that. And I know this isn't a mod. It's not the normal content. It's not even a live stream. It's just a video. And as you can see, we're talking about Yandere. As you could read the title, it's my message to Yandere Gaming. A good friend of mine. This is for the hashtag hearts out for Yandere. Something that I learned about really late. I'm really late to this, and I apologize because I shouldn't have been. I just got out from my doctor's visit from being told that I would have to go and do surgery again. If you'd like more information on that, go to my Discord, because this is not about that. This is about Yandere Gaming. The situation, as I'm sure many of you know and many of you may not know, is about depression and suicidal ideation and the fear of losing someone you really care about. It runs deep, and just about every person who could ever watch this can relate to it. At least I believe so. Yandere Gaming has made a video that you can all see now that goes into more detail about it. So has diverse Doki stories. So has many others. I'll try to find as many as possible to link. But if you want more information, I'd probably go to Discord. Not mine, anyone's, any of the Doki tubers. I am sure you will find at least a little something. I'm not an expert on the entire situation, and I don't need to have all the details to know what I want to say. You know, those things are private and personal to Yandere Gaming himself. But this is my message to Yandere Gaming for now and forever, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think anything's really going to change. And to you as the audience to spread awareness to the situation and how I feel about it, and my relationship with Yandere Gaming, because he's absolutely wonderful. Because Yandere Gaming, as a human being, you are valuable. I mean, anyone can say that. I'm sure anyone with, human decency would say, yes, your human life is valuable. It means something. But this isn't about the broad aspect of suicidal ideation or depression. At least, not to me. This is about you. You, Lawrence. You, Yandere Gaming. There are movements out there for the big, broad aspects. But I would be making a video about that. That's not the channel. This is about you. You are valuable to me. Your existence, who you are as a human being, your life has meaning and value to, at the very least, me. I remember the first video I saw of yours, how much it made me laugh and giggle like a little bitch. I remember how one of the first interactions I had with you was when you said you wanted to do a collab. You made a community post, and my response was pretty calm and collected, saying that I would be more than happy to do a collab. In reality, I was squealing like a fangirl because I was so excited that someone thought I was just so good at making mods, because you're a Doki tuber. And I thought it was so amazing, so kind, so thoughtful. All I ever wanted to do was be part of the YouTube, Doki tuber community, and you're a part of that. And without you and a handful of other people, I wouldn't be where I am today. Hell, I don't know what I'd be without you. I know you may not see me. Your influence on me is all that important, but it is, at the very least to me. You're so valuable to me. You're smart, creative, funny, relatable. You're a friend. I would even consider you one of my best friends. I live out in the middle of nowhere. I don't meet many people. And my group of friends that I talk to more than anything, even the ones that I have in real life, is you. People on Discord. My best friends online. I mean, I know we haven't really seen each other in real life ever, nor do we even see each other's faces that much. But I don't think you understand how important you are to me. I mean, all of you. You know, to Diverse, to Bowser, to Nightwayne, and Monica D, all of them. You guys are like my friends. My best friends. Great people that I can talk to and be honest with, feel comfortable around. You have value to me, Yandere. I know I'm sometimes can come off as confident and funny, but you know, I don't know if I would be able to still be that without people like you in my life. You know, I don't know how else to express your value to me specifically. You know, you can watch all the other videos and all the other comments talking about how much people like you and trying to help you feel better. I'm just trying to give you my this is just me trying to give my God honest opinion on how much I care. I mean, it's crazy because, we've never met. We've done Discord calls, but for some reason, through meeting you and talking to you and becoming friends with you, and I would at least consider on my end you to be one of my best friends. And I'm not just saying that to try to make you feel better. I mean that. I mean that because it's true to me. I mean, who else would, stay up listening to my rambles? And who else would stay on Discord calls for hours on end talking about different ideas and jokes and looking at mods? And I don't have to do anything in my life. I choose to because I want to. Like, I don't have to make any video about this. It's not a requirement. No one told me I had to. I never had to be in Discord. But I want to. Because I want to hang out with you. And I want to be there for you as best I can. And I want to express your value. I've seen a lot of different messages, very kind-hearted things everyone's been saying. Everyone's here for you. Everyone wants you to feel better. And I don't know if my words will ever really... I know they're not going to cure anything. I know they're not going to help. I don't even know for more than just the moment that this video ends. I have no idea. How it all works is different for every person. But I just really want you to know that you're valuable. To me, specifically, because this is my perspective of you. Everyone was talking about how amazing you are, and you are amazing. But I want to make sure that the message that I wanted to give to you is that you have value, not just as a human being, but as Lawrence, as Yandere Gaming, as my friend, as a person that I truly care about. It is very fearful. It's a very fearful thought. The idea of you being gone. Not just for a break, I mean gone forever. You know what I mean. Everyone knows what I mean. I feel bad because this stuff's been going on. This isn't new. If people here listening, they don't know the situation, depression's been going on for longer than I've ever known you, Yandere. And it's shown itself at different times, at different breaks, drama, emotions. I feel like I could have, should have tried. I just wanted to be a fun friend. I always felt that my ability to try to make jokes and make you laugh and make everyone laugh and just be a good time overall would be what everyone needed most, because that's what helped me a lot when I was in a similar situation. I will never be able to completely relate, but I understand at least bits and pieces. And I want you to know that you're not a failure. You're not. Not to me, at the very least. I know I can't speak for everyone, but I feel confident that no one would disagree with me except maybe you. I don't know every detail, but you could tell me every detail, and I promise you I'd tell you the same thing. I'm stubborn like that. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. It's like a defense. I'd tell you the same thing. You're just not a failure in any capacity. Not to me. You're more than many of us could ever be. I mean, I wish I had I could be envious or wanting of your amazing ability to create amazing stories consistently and to be an overall pleasant person in just about every situation imaginable. That's a really amazing trait that not everyone has. And I mean, I know we're not all perfect. We all make mistakes. I could go on for days about how I have my own self-loathing, about how I'm a failure, how I have failed at different things, how I should do better at mod making, or better at my own life. And I feel confident that you would tell me that I'm full of shit. That I'm not. Because, it takes a non-failure to know a non-failure, right? If you're able to look at me and tell me that I'm not a failure, then that must mean that you know what a non-failure is, because you are not a failure, if that makes sense. Just not to me. No matter what the situation is. I've heard it many times from other friends, from other situations. You're not alone in the situation you're in. You'll never be alone, even with people who don't know fully the situation. I think that's a blessing. I also think that no matter what you think you've done, yay or nay, school, life, relationships, jobs, YouTube even, all of it, there's not a single thing that you could do. There's not a single thing you could tell me that would make you call you a failure. Because that's just not how the world works. People want to say that it's, success or fail. Failing is not failure. Not succeeding is not failing. It's just part of the journey to success. That's all it really is. The amount of times that I or someone else has failed, as anyone would say, and then succeeded. You are not a failure, and you have value and meaning, and God damn it, I do not know what the fuck I would do if you weren't here. I really don't. Life would move on, but a lot of us, I'm not just speaking for me, a lot of us wouldn't. For a good moment, we wouldn't. It's fearful. It's scary. Because you're an amazing person, Yandere. Amazing. I could whip out a thesaurus and try to use every positive word to describe you. I'm pretty sure I could argue my way into combining to an exact event. Because it's true. You don't just have value because of your stance on YouTube, or because you were kind to me, or because you're good at what you do, or because I just don't want people to die. I know you. I've met you in calls. I feel like, I've seen videos of you. I feel like I know you like you would know me. I know that you understand where I'm coming from, because I'm confident that you would feel the same way if the tables were turned. Because you're smart. You're kind. You're thoughtful. You're always trying to do what's right. Even when it hurts. It's admirable. It is not something to say that you're failing on. To just try, even in the face of adversity, even in the face of illogical situations, that no matter what you do, you will most certainly fail, yet you do it anyway, is admirable. Sometimes people, their thoughts, they can't be changed. Sometimes situations just suck, and you just gotta deal with it. And you just gotta get help or talk to your friends. Sometimes you gotta find your own outlet. But when there's something right to be done, you do it. I know that about you. I know that from my own experience. I know that from the experiences of others. Everyone who talks about you says the same thing. They don't say what I've said specifically, but they say what you do. Your actions speak louder than the words that you tell me. I know that you are a good person at heart. And no good person at heart could ever be a failure. And because you're a good person at heart, you have value to me. To everyone. You have value. So much value. I can't quantify it. I can't explain it more than the fact that it just exists. You mean a lot to me. A lot of people mean a lot. You're a part of that list. You can say it's weird, or creepy, or crazy, because, you know, we're just random people online. And you can disagree. But it's my 2 cents. You have value to me, and you're not a failure to me. At the very least, I can say that from my opinion. I can state it as fact because it is a fact to me. I hope that through my words I have convinced you that what I'm saying is true, because I know the doubt. I have been told many times from people in my life that I'm a great person, or I'm funny, or I'm amazing, and there will always be self-doubt. They don't mean that. They're just saying that to make me feel better because they're worried I'm going to do something crazy, or they just want something out of me, or they just want this or that. But here's the reality when it's coming from me, is that I have nothing to gain here, only to lose. And even then, you know, I'm just some guy from the other side of the world. I don't have anything crazy that's going to completely ruin my life by trying to convince you, or not. I'm doing this because I want to, because I feel the need to, because I feel that it's important, so that I could still have one of my best friends in my life. That would be what I would gain, I guess. I guess everyone does have a motive. I just want you to be around. But I get that self-doubt. I get that. To not believe it. Because for some reason it's so unrealistic. You hear it and it's just like, they have to be lying. There's no possible feasible way that it's true. They can't mean that. Why would they mean that? It's so illogical. And the thing is that there is no logic. I can't explain why I do or do not have certain, likeness of you. I can't explain why I think you're one of my best friends. I can try. But even when people do things that are wrong or bad, sometimes you even overlook them, or you continue forward because people aren't defined by one simple action, or even multiple. I never in my life ever thought that during any of the drama that you surrounded yourself with in an attempt to make things better, thought that you were a nuisance or a bother. The only thing I saw was someone trying to do what's right, not only for them, but for others. That self-sacrifice for others is admirable. And your intelligence to know when you can't anymore. Because you can't help everyone. You can't help anyone if you're hurt. People could take notes on how you deal with human interaction and become a better person for it. That is how valuable you are to just a community like the one that we are in, the DDLC community. That's the value. That's the value to everyone. But to me, I value you more because in this community, we're all like family. And when one of us hurts, we all do. We always support each other, not just because it's the right thing to do, not just because we have a moral conscience, but because we all literally feel that. When someone is feeling so awful, when something happens, we have that empathy. Because this is more than just a bunch of random strangers. We're a community. We're like a family. We're friends. We do everything we can to help each other. We all collectively are part of something truly, truly amazing. I am proud to be a part of this community, and I am proud that I get to be a part of it with you. I will never take for granted your friendship and your kindness, because it means the world to me. I know I'm rambling on and on. I don't know if it even means anything. I don't even know if you'll watch it. I have no clue. I don't know if I'm just boring my audience, and honestly, at a certain point, I don't care. I want to get my piece with the matter. You can do whatever you want to do, Yandere. I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do. If you want me to, I can, but that's not what this is about. I respect your ability to do what you want with your life, but I want you to know that no matter what, I value you as a human being, as a friend, as a Doki-tuber. It's one of the best parts of my day when I go on Discord and I get to chat with everyone. I mean, when I see you or Diverse or Bowser in a group, I'm always going to try to be there because, I mean, Yandere, you're a fun person. You're a great person. I mean, the evidence is there to prove it. This video is hopefully evidence. That's what the hashtag's all about. Evidence that every person who does something like this, who just goes into the comment sections right now on this video, if anyone watching agrees with what I'm saying, go into the comments, type in the hashtag. It's in the description. It should be part of the title of the video. Those people, in any of the videos, in any of the Discords, those are the people that would all lay down to help you, to stop everything that's going on in their lives, just to do whatever they could. I'm not an expert on anything in this situation. I try. I'm trying to stick away from, I don't want, I'm always worried. Situations like what the one I'm talking now can be very, very intense and difficult, and I don't want to say something that'll make anyone offended or angry or come across wrong. That's why I try to reiterate. My point is that you have value to me and that you're not a failure to me. At the very least, you can go home knowing those two things. There are many more messages in this that I hope that you take home as well, but I care. I care a lot. If I didn't, I wouldn't have made a video. There's been tons of drama, and I've been very reluctant in the past to talk about it on YouTube at all because, you know, I think, you know, I just don't want to cloud my mods' videos with random videos. But when it's important to me, to hell with it, right? I don't care if 4,000 people watch this video and say cringe or whatever. This is important enough that I'll take any social media beating for it, though I doubt it'll happen. The reason I'm telling you this is because I'm trying to prove a point that you have value. That there is value in your life to me, not just as a human being, but as who you are. You are Yandere Gaming. You are Lawrence. You are my friend. You are someone that I value because of those facts. That's all that I need. I know you, at the very least, at the basis of levels, and that is enough for me to go out of my way to make this probably long-ass video about you, because I'm wanting to be there, and I'm wanting to say something that I think may or hopefully will help. Just hopefully, at the very least, show how much I care. You know, I mean, you could, I don't know if you'll even see it, honestly, but it's for everyone, I guess, at the end of the day, for awareness. Add a little ping to the number of people that support you, because no one wants to lose you, and no one wants you to feel this way. But it's one thing, you know, it's like, I know you're alive now, as far as I know. I was just talking to you before I recorded this. I didn't tell you I was going to record this, but you seem to be doing alright. I don't know what I didn't write out a script. I'm sure that's obvious by now. I'm just trying to put my thoughts into words, into a sweet little ramble, because that's what I'm best at. I hope... I don't even know. I want to help. No one wants you to... You know, I know that you're alive. I know most likely your response to me could be that, well, I'm not going to kill myself anymore, at least not today. So you didn't have to do all of this. I'm fine. You can stop worrying. I don't want you to waste your time worrying about me. And I get that, but that's not what this is all about. That's part of it. But the other half is the pain. It's not enough that you'll survive. What good is life if the quality is terrible because you're feeling so awful? I want this video to be a reminder in future cases when you're down. I want this video to be a reminder that you can always look upon when things go bad. Because they will. Everyone wants to tell you that it's going to get better. But sometimes, honestly, it doesn't. It gets better, and it gets worse, it gets worse, it gets better, and it gets worse, it keeps going up and down like a stock market. We can't predict the future. But for the amazing things that you do for those around you, to me, it's all worth it. There will always be pain. There will always be difficulties. I cannot promise you that things will magically just turn out okay, because even though I am full belief that everything will be okay, it won't just be magically better tomorrow. It'll just continue, and you'll survive, and you'll make good memories, and then you'll realize, you know, that life wasn't so bad. Years and years on, you'll look back and think of the fun memories. Think about the good times, even in bad situations. But I know these situations will happen again. None of this is a cure for the ails that rack your mind. I know that. I just want to aid, and I want to help, and I want to be there. In case I can't, in case you can't get into contact with me. If you pin me or try to call me or anything like that, and for some reason I just can't come to the phone for whatever reason, you at least have something for me. Because I can't go on without having something there just in case, just to, in vain of hoping that it makes you feel just the tiniest bit better, even if it doesn't fully get you out of the funk, just any ounce of help, anything at all. Because that's what I said in the beginning, that this would be my message here and now and in the future, because I know it'll happen again. I know that these things don't just go away. I understand that. At the very least, I know that simple fact. And I hope that this message can provide to be true and to be helpful and to show how I feel, because no matter what happens, I promise you, I don't like to make promises like this, but I will on this occasion, because I'm confident that even in the future, the things I'm saying now would still stand. This is how I feel, and that feeling, how I feel about the situation, how I feel about you as my friend, as a fellow Doki tuber, as one of the greatest people I know, that'll stand true for today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, next decade even. Even if we grow apart, even if one of us dies, the message still holds true. If I were to get into a horrible accident, you would still know that even in death, these messages mean true to how I feel. So you know. So that when life tries to make you have that self-doubt, you have another voice there to at least show you one person's perspective. Thank you, Yandere, for watching and or listening. I want to quickly thank Bowser as well for letting me his Yandere sprite so I could make this lovely background for you guys to look at while I rambled. It was very kind of him. It is part of this community that we're all helping each other. They're all there for each other. That I know that when shit hits the fan in my world, that you will be there. I'm so confident, because I know you would. It's just who you are. It's admirable, it's honorable. It's what makes you a good person. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, Yandere, for listening if you are, if you're not. In the future, or right now, either way, thank you for taking the time. Stay safe. All of you. Love you guys. Every single one of you. Every person who subscribes, everyone on the Discord. Love you all. I mean that. It's weird, you know, it's like, oh my gosh, I barely know you, and you love me. It's just like, it's been like almost 2 years now doing this, and I feel I can say that. I love you guys. You've made me where I am now. And for you, Yandere, and for anyone else listening, such as Diverse, Bowser, people who contact me on a regular basis, people who leave nice comments, people who just watch. I mean, that makes an impact on my day-to-day life. That makes me feel better. Yandere, you make my day better. Objectively better. Just by being you. That's why you're not a failure. You succeed to me. Thank you, Yandere, for all that you do for me. Thank you all for all that you do for me. I value you, Yandere. You're an amazing person. You're a good person. I value you. I appreciate you. Thank you.